Good evening and welcome to episode 109. As always, we will start with our gratitude attitude. So, if you would please gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let all your stress melt away. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, completely let yourself loose like a rag doll. Now, think of one thing that you're thankful for that happened in the past week. Once you identify that, think about why you're thankful. And now let's set it free. If you're by yourself, say it out loud. What you're thankful for and why. If you're with someone, tell it to each other. All right. So we've been talking about inner peace and happiness lately. And I received a call a few days ago from my second cousin. And he said, I get all these things, but life is frustrating. That got me thinking. How about we find a way to feel less frustrated? So today we're going to talk about how to feel less frustrated. We talked about how it's possible to feel happy all the time. That we have this Buddha nature, our golden nugget, right, if you will. That our root mind is naturally peaceful. But even then, we get these unhealthy thoughts. The thoughts that make us unhappy. Thoughts that get us into negative state of mind. What we are calling delusions, right? Anger, jealousy, frustration, and so forth. Usually, this delusion arises from inappropriate attention. What do I mean by that? Well, it means focusing our attention on a faulty situation or in a faulty way. And when our mind is not thinking these negative thoughts, our mind is peaceful. So, key, it seems to me, is to find a way to identify our delusions and figure out a way to get rid of them. Sounds simple, right? In the book, How to Transform Your Life, it says that delusion or aversion, that includes frustration, right? Including the feeling of being overwhelmed and feeling of not being accepted. It talks about how to deal with all that stuff. Have you ever had a day where you feel like you were fighting all day? Things were just not going your way. Reminds me of a conversation I had with one of my tenants. So I had a dentist as a tenant in our office building, maybe about 20 years or so ago. And before he left for home every day, I mean, he would come in early in the morning. He'll start 6 or 7 in the morning. By 3 o'clock, he was done. And usually he will just stop by in my office just to chat. I would ask him how his day was. At least once a week, he would say, and I distinctly remember this, he would say, "They won today, Nirav." You see, for him, it was always a battle between him and his patients. He was always in this reactive mode. If they said X, he would say Y, and so on. So when we react in this reactive mode with the aversion, oh, no, I hate this, I don't like this, right? We're fighting it. At that point, we already lost because we're fighting, right? So we go around not liking things a lot, not liking people a lot. And actually, it just makes us unhappy. And that's not according to reality. That is distorted. It's different way of looking at things because, it's not the right way. That's not how the world's actually going on, what's going on in the world. So in general, we can understand that the frustration, dislike, hatred, aversion, all of them, they are just a different name for anger. It's one of the most common and destructive of our delusions. It afflicts us almost every day. The reason why there are so many problems in our world is because of anger. Imagine a world where no one got upset, no one got angry, no one hated each other, right? Think about that. The problems will disappear. There won't be war in Europe, in Ukraine, and whatnot. There won't be people killing each other. And they will all go away. So to solve the problem of anger, we need to first recognize it. We need to recognize it within our own mind and acknowledge how it's harmful. Because anger is really when we just don't accept something we don't like, in the simplest terms. That's it. Now, there are degrees of it, from mild to grumpy to full throttle rage, right? And it's all on the same spectrum, though. Anger is a diluted mind that focus is on animate or inanimate object. And then it exaggerates its bad quality. And as a result, it wishes to harm it. Take our partner for a change. They got a lot of good qualities. Otherwise, we wouldn't be together, right? One day they don't take out trash. And all of a sudden, we just see all the faults they have and exaggerate and get angry at them. We forget about all the good qualities they have. Reason why we are together. We don't think that maybe they were busy or they may have something going on at the time which preoccupied their mind. No, we feel wronged and we get angry. And that's an unpeaceful state of mind. At that point, the idea is not to accept what's going on in our minds, but practice patience. We need to practice patient acceptance of the situation. If we feel bad, we accept that it's there and realize that whatever is arising in our mind is our delusion, not us. Remember that golden nugget we kept talking about? We need to realize there's just a dirt on that golden nugget, and we are that peaceful person. But once the delusion arises, it's very difficult to push back. So the idea is to get in just when it's arising, just before it becomes full throttle, right? Just before the exaggeration, distortion starts. Because once that starts, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to let it play out, go walk away, whatever. So, in case of this taking trash out example, let's say they didn't do anything. We get in there and we think, okay, let me just think about 5 good things about this person. Can think of 5? Think of 3. Can think of 3? Think of 1. Can think of 1? Say, hey, his mom likes him, right? Point is that that's just enough to put our focus somewhere else. Like how we say our mind can only do one thing at a time, right? Because it derails that angle train. It won't go full steam anymore. It won't exaggerate anymore. We could think I don't have to exaggerate because this person is not inherently evil. And if we do that, the anger just doesn't arise. Hope all this kind of makes sense. So with that, today we're going to try loving kindness meditation. It's been a while since we did this. So as always, we'll start by settling down at our hearts. Once we cleared our mind, we'll begin loving kindness meditation. It's an intentional wish for other living beings to be happy. So first we, put the focus on ourselves and contemplate, may I be happy? May I be loved? May I be free from misery? May I be joyful? And then we think of someone who's closest to us, someone we love dearly. And then we think, may you be happy? May you be loved? May you be free from misery? May you be joyful? Then we think about someone who's not, close to us and say, may they be happy. May they be loved. May they be free from misery. May they be joyful. In the end, we think about all living beings and we say, we may be happy. May we be loved. May we be free from misery. May we be joyful. So that's the idea. If you're ready, let's begin. Please get into your meditation posture, cross-seated position if you can. If you are in a chair, just keep your legs touched to the ground. Your back straight, spine upright, shoulders leveled. Gently close your eyes. Keep your mouth just a little bit open. So any stress you may have accumulated will dissipate. Palms in your lap, right over left. Palms gently touching each other. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let all your stress dissipate. Bring your attention to the sensation of your breath at your nostrils. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. Feel slightly warmer air as you breathe out. Keep your attention at your nostrils for about a minute or so on your own. Bring your attention at your heart. Enjoy the peaceful nature of your root mind at your heart. Let this peaceful moment bring the next peaceful moment. Remember, there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just enjoy. Now, imagine your own image in front of you and contemplate. May I be happy. May I be loved. May I be free from misery. May I be joyful. Now, imagine someone who you love dearly in front of you. Contemplate. May you be happy. May you be loved. May you be free from misery. May you be joyful. Now, think of someone you are indifferent about. You don't care one way or the other about that person. Imagine them in front of you and contemplate. May they be happy. May they be loved. May they be free from misery. May they be joyful. Now, imagine all living beings, the entire world in front of you. And contemplate. May we be happy. May we be loved. May we be free from misery. May we be joyful. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Any questions? Go ahead, Uncle.
Let's see if Aditi or Sunand has something.
Aditi? Sunan, go ahead.
No questions from me. I'm good.
Same with me. I don't have anything.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to stop recording. Uncle, no questions, right?
I have one question.
Okay, go ahead.
Like
Go ahead.
not question, but some sort of a thought process.
Please, yeah.
What I feel personally that happiness probably, which is today's norm measured by physical possession. Like you look at it's unfortunate, but that's how the society is molded, and to some extent we all are molded, like either a house or a job or money or bank balance, whatever you call it basically. To some extent, few things are essential for existence, like shelter or clothes or food.
Mhm.
Or even to some extent money. But when I think that gets transformed into a greed and you want more and more of everything. And when you don't get it, you become unhappy. Not that you don't have it, but you are comparing with somebody else who has more. And I personally feel that that is one reason that many people become unhappy in their life.
Absolutely. I always said this, unless you are Elon Musk, there's going to be one guy who has more money than you, so stop chasing. Right?
Yes.
It's a losing battle and people don't get it. I think I made this point before that when I was in grad school, they used to pay me $900 a month and pay my tuition. I was on top of my world. I thought, man, I made it, right? $900 a month. I was happy, right? So, that's the point is that, for you, you have a 4-bedroom house, you want a 5-bedroom house, right? The guy who has a 6-bedroom house, he wants a mansion, right?
Yes. Yes.
But the guy was 1-bedroom house, he's happy, right? So, I mean, like you said, you need food, you need shelter, right? You need clothes. I get that. But once that basic necessity is done, everything else is a rat race. And sooner we get that, right? Actually, it's funny you said that. My dad asked me that once, okay? About 6 years ago, I told him, Dad, I'm retiring. I was 49 years old. Say, bhai, તારા બહુ પૈસા થઈ ગયા છે? Dad, is not that. I'm just happy where I'm in life and I'm content, right? So, that's the thing, because we think that, hey, unless you keep making, you're supposed to just work until you're 65 or 70 or whatever and just make, and it doesn't make sense. But, that's like you said, that's the society.
I think that's how they measure others basically. Hey, he has a big house, he has a 4 car, so he must be happy, but we don't know really he is happy or not.
But that's the thing, right? I mean, I know billionaires who get angry every 3 seconds, right? So obviously happiness has nothing to do with money. I mean, we think it has
No,
something to do with money.
no. I 100% agree that it is totally separate issue.
Yeah, but sooner it gets. So you mentioned something else. You said, that's how other people measure, right? So that's the other piece. Sooner we realize that what other people think of us makes zero difference in our life, happier we'll be. Okay, because if somebody thinks I am X, Y, or Z, right? Who cares, right? Because they are not in your shoes, right? They don't know what your life is about. right? So they can, sooner we realize that what other people think about us makes no difference. I'm telling you, the happiness comes instantly.
That is true. So long as you detach for those type of greed or competition or comparison, you are fine.
We have to, right? Because we have to realize that this is what matters at the end, right? I mean, people say nice things on LinkedIn. I mean, somebody said the other day, it's not your checkbook people will remember, 20 years after you die. Nobody knows how much money you had, right? But still we do it. Shit, I bought lottery today.
Anyway, just one very innocent talk. The kids were asked in the school that what you want to be when you grew up.
Right.
One guy said, I want to be doctor. Other guy said, I want to be engineer. I want to have a big business. One guy said, I just want to be happy.
Amazing, right? That's the kid. He's going to be happy. That's
Yes.
the kid who's going to be happy. Because we don't teach that.
Yeah.
We don't teach our kids the value of happiness. We teach everything else. We say, how to get ahead, this, that, the other thing. What's ahead? I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
all right, let's stop recording.
Okay.